Hey, look, Atari's back in the news, so let's check it on out. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Atari Creep Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. That's right. Atari's in the news with a double dose of cool new things. The things we're going to start out with first, though, is Lunar Lander Beyond. Looks like it's coming out very, very, very soon. They put out a cinematic trailer that I caught wind of on the news wires yesterday, but it was unlisted, so I wasn't sure I wanted to talk about it until it was official kind of thing. And then, of course, they released the trailer this morning, so it was fine. So I'm on lunch now. So let's go ahead and get into that. Take a look at the trailer and get some thoughts. Let's go.
Captain, I would like to brief you personally. Our next mission is a bit unusual.
We have received executive level
I'm kind of
distress
digging
calls.
this whole enemy thing.
Its discovery was never made public, but scientists have been studying it since then.
I am detecting a massive electromagnetic surge, but its source is unclear.
The base might collapse any moment now!
The city is in chaos, with thousands of pending evacuation requests.
Get out of there,
If
fast!
that's going to happen while you're playing, are you going to hear that stuff?
Our next mission might not be strictly legal. There's a pilot down there. They're signaling us.
Where's that preview that image that Atari was putting out before?
We're ready to launch when you give the order.
All right, so that was the cinematic trailer. We're going to run that back minus audio again, and talk a little bit about it. Might pause and like do some cool stuff, but very cool. I really like this aesthetic. I really like the fact that they're going for it. This company here. Let me just go right back for it real quick. Dreams Uncorporated. Apparently they did some like really cool stuff, or some really cool indie stuff back in the in the last couple of years. This looks incredible. Like I'm really digging, like I said, that's a whole like anime aesthetic. They're really kind of going for trying to build a world around this this really simple, very difficult but very simple concept of Lunar Lander, the arcade game. This almost looks more like almost like kind of like a Gravatar rather than a Lunar Lander, but still, like, this looks pretty neat. They're talking about unlocking mysteries and like surviving annihilation, and it's like before the original game was just put the thing on the moon. So I'm all about it. I'm definitely interested in checking this out and playing it. And does this mean this whole Beyond thing, does this mean a new series is about to be embarked upon? Is this going to be the new Recharged? Are we going to have Asteroids Beyond? Do we have Yar's Revenge Beyond? Do we have all of those things happening, like where we go yet again building universes and whole stories into our IP? That's kind of cool. I would love to see that. Of course, we didn't have a Lunar Lander Recharged, so maybe they're picking and choosing different things. So some of the more simple arcade or IP that they had before, they're going to use the name and then build a new spin or a new game off of that. So maybe that's a thing that's happened. Of course, recently I think of Food Fight. The 7800 Classic. Gets reimagined as a first-person shooter, kind of like almost like a battle royale kind of thing with people throwing food at each other and all that kind of stuff. Kind of a playful play on that. We actually haven't played that yet here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. We haven't done a Fun for 5 on that yet. So that's a thing that's going to happen pretty soon. But as you see here on this little screen, You got Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. You've got Switch, Epic Game Store, Steam, PS5, PS4 Store. They didn't have enough room to put the other Atari logo on there, right? So, of course, a whole bunch of people were saying things like, oh, well, you know, is it even coming to the VS or the VCS? Or like, what's going on with it? Well, I did find another article on Game Informer. I'm going to put the link below in the description. Please go ahead and check that out. But there's a cool exclusive preview. I'm not going to read the entire article because it's huge. It's massive. This article is like really, really cool. Really good work there. I guess his name's Brian Shea. Talking to the developers, but this whole thing, look, like they go all in depth. They talk about the developer doing a apparently stunningly gorgeous 2021 throwback RPG, Chris Tales. I like the words throwback RPG. That makes me very happy to see that. So I might actually be checking them out. But apparently they have a good pedigree. They got this cool aesthetic or whatever. They talk a little bit about the new version of Lunar Lander, and it's incorporating the beautiful visuals and all that kind of stuff, and a little more about the trailer. And then they link to the trailer, of course. They talk about the partnership. It's a great article. I'm not going to read it to you. I encourage you to hit the link though and go and give them a click. And read the article for yourself and get in all that. However, the thing that I wanted to mention all the way on the bottom of the article was the fact that they explicitly say in the body, look at this. This is huge. Lunar Lander Beyond is set to arrive on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and the Atari VCS in early 2024. So early 2024 to me, with the cadence that's been happening with Atari and the fact that they've now released 3 different trailers for this game, I think this thing's coming either February or at the end of this month. Because that's how it happens. Atari always kind of ramps up the trailer stuff. They always ramp up that thing, and then all of a sudden it's a week goes by, nothing, and then a week later you hear the rumors that it's going to hit the store, and then it hits the store that Friday, and everyone's playing. So I think we're playing this. This is the 17th that I'm recording this right now. I think we're playing this either on the 26th if it comes out next week, or we're playing this February 2nd. That's my guess. I could be wrong, and lots of times I am, so that's fine. But that's my guess. I'm saying we're probably playing this within a month max. By the end of February max, we're playing this game. But I think it's gonna be. If I was a betting man, I'd probably put my Dolores on February 2nd, because, like I said, it's coming. It's too soon. Like, too much of this stuff is coming all at once for them not to have done that. So anyway, like I said, great article. Please go read it. It's pretty awesome. And let's check out one more thing before we wrap this up. So a little bit of a quicker news line. And of course, please get down below in the comments. Let me know what you think about Lunar Lander, how you feeling about it, all that kind of stuff. Because we always love getting that conversation going. All right, cool. So also in the same newswire, we've got a story about an Atari-based docuseries coming soon. This came, like I said, out of Global Newswire. I'm going to put a picture of the 2 people involved in the production of the video on the screen as we talk about it, and then I'll read some of the stuff that came out of that article. So here they are. These are the 2 people that are in the production of this docuseries. They are Dan Cutforth and Jane Lipsitz of Alfred Street Industries, and they've been tapped to produce and direct a limited documentary series tentatively named The Game Changers, The Story of Atari, and it will represent the definitive history of Atari and its anticipated future. Coming from the Global Newswire article, which is, I think, a press release from Atari. A lot of times the Global Newswire does press release re-releases, so this could be also coming directly from Atari. It says, the story of Atari would seem almost unbelievable if the people who lived it weren't still here to tell the tale, said co-director Dan Cutforth. These maverick innovators survived everything from corporate malfeasance to mafia death threats to create the household name games and groundbreaking technology that launched and shaped the video game industry. This series is not that was from Dan Cutforth. And then there's another quote that says, this series is not just the epic 50-year saga of a legendary brand, but it also serves as a fascinating and hilarious oral history of the video game industry in Silicon Valley tech and the Silicon Valley tech revolution, added co-director Jane Lipsitz. The producing team, they've also done a whole bunch of stuff in the industry. They go over, they've done Is It Cake on Netflix. They did Project Runway for Bravo. They did Project Greenlight for Max. In addition, they're behind some of the highest grossing documentary features of all time, including Justin Bieber, Never Say Never, Katy Perry, Part of Me, and have had premiered documentaries at South by Southwest, Sundance, and Sundance London Film Festival. So, a little bit about their pedigree. They're not just like some randos that they just found on the corner of the street. They're going to do this Atari thing. They've done a lot of cool stuff. So that's pretty cool. April 2021 marked the beginning of a new era for Atari as Wade Rosen was named CEO. Rosen and his team were working to reignite the legacy brand while remaining conscious of its unique place in the video game history, media, and pop culture. Under Rosen's direction, Atari has returned to its roots in premium game development and publishing, releasing new titles and bringing more content to PC, console, and streaming platforms, which is, that is 100% a correct statement. It really wasn't looking so hot at the end of 2020 into early 2021. I'll tell you that for Atari, they had launched the VCS. It had come out, but there was nothing going on. And then, little by little, the wheels started to turn. The games started to come out for not only VCS, but on other places. And then all of a sudden, kind of the deluge, right? The whole products everywhere. So, I definitely got a hat tip over to the team over at Atari. They've been really kind of killing it lately. So, Rosen now has a quote, says, Atari has a rich 50-year history that fans continue to celebrate and explore. Added Rosen, we are looking forward to working with Alfred Street Industries to share our story with existing fans and bring new fans into our growing community, which is cool. And it's also nice that he mentions the fact that it's new fans into a growing community, because yes, of course, we want to bring a whole bunch of people into the Atari community, right? That's pretty cool. And then, of course, you got the boilerplate stuff is about Alfred Street Industries and about Atari. Don't need to really necessarily get into that too much, but that was it. That was the thing. So no dates on the limited documentary series, no place where it's going to go. I'm saying, when they mention docu-series, I automatically think Netflix, Prime, somewhere, Max, whatever. So it's going somewhere on a streaming service is what I'm imagining. And I will be looking into the story more and keeping you guys up to date. As soon as I get any new information, I will be sharing it with you guys here on the Good Times Newslines. Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys think out there about this docu-series? I'm always interested in seeing that kind of stuff. And I really hope they get Howard Scott Warshaw on this. I know he's done his own thing and he has his own documentary and he's told all those stories already, but it'd be kind of cool to get Howard in there and have him talk a little bit about some of the stuff that was going on and maybe have them go and maybe have a news story or some kind of other things that didn't make the book when he wrote Once Upon Atari, which is a great book, by the way. Check that out. It's everywhere. It's on Amazon or whatever. I got the audio book on Audible. It's read by Howard Scott Warshaw. I highly recommend it. It's actually very enlightening, and it's funny because it's him, and you can tell that he was having fun reading it. It's just cool. It's really cool. So check that out. Hopefully, like I said, he's involved in this thing. But what do you guys think? Do you want him involved? Do you not want him involved? I don't know. Obviously there's, there's Nolan and everybody else. They can get a lot of luminaries still around to talk about all the crazy things that happened at Atari. There you go. So we're going to get some more cool stuff on the way. And I will, like I said, make sure that everyone hears about it going forward. All right, we've got the end of the video here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. We have to do one thing only. That's thank the members of the Good Times Club who help us push and keep doing cool things here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions. So let's do that now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd Argem, Papa P, The Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Willig, and Gunsy20, all for being members of the Good Times Club. Thank you guys all so much for your support. for being for allowing us, excuse me, to have awesome 1080p glory here on StreamYard. Again, none of this stuff would be happening without the support of the GTC. It would not be a thing, and the GTC is strong. Not only do we help here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions, but over on the Evercade Effect, the Evercast is a product of the same 1080p StreamYard that's brought to you by the GTC. And then some other people actually use our own StreamYard stuff to do other things on other channels. And they, by extension, are also helped by the GTC. We're just helping out everyone. That's what we do. That's what we do. We hang out and we help people, and it's pretty awesome. And we can't thank them enough, and we can't thank you guys enough for sticking around and watching this, whether or not you're a member of the GTC or not. Can't thank you enough for just hanging out with us, clicking that button, hitting a like on the way out if you want, or whatever you want, down, up, doesn't matter. Comment, please, and get in this conversation and talk with us. And until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys. And yeah, go Atari already, 2024. Let's go.
RTSC.baconicecream.com